Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day so far. Today I've got a video where I'm going to show you a couple tips that I have for how to speed up your Fire Stick. So there are a couple things that you can do to make sure your Fire Stick is running at its best. So if you've been experiencing buffering a lot, or you feel like your Fire Stick's just generally slower than it should be, follow the tips in this video and I think they'll help you out. So the first couple things we want to do is go over into the settings in the top right, and once you're there, go into preferences, and while in there you can go into privacy settings, and you'll see a few things here. You're going to want to turn all of these off. So device usage data, collect app usage data, and interest-based ads. So those things do take up a little bit of the Fire Stick's resources when they're being used, and they're just something we don't really need, so we're going to turn them off. So next thing, just go back one and go into data monitoring, and then go ahead and turn that off as well. Then one more thing after that, you go back and then go into notification settings, and you're going to want to turn on do not interrupt. Alright, so once we got those couple simple things done, what I want you to do next is go into the network category in your settings, and once you're in here, you're going to see a list of the different Wi-Fi signals in your area, and of course you'll be connected to your own Wi-Fi. So when you look at the name of your Wi-Fi, if you see two different ones, where for example mine says Maxstream and there's another one that says Maxstream 5GHZ, you're going to always want to go with the 5 gigahertz one. When you do that, you'll notice a little bit faster speeds, and it's overall going to be better for streaming. So before we exit out of the network section, when you're highlighting the Wi-Fi that you're connected to, you'll notice on the right hand side there's some information there where it'll say signal strength. You're going to want that to say very good, or at the least it should say good. If it's anything less than that, that means the Fire Stick isn't getting a good signal from your router, and the solution to that would be move your router closer to the Fire Stick if you can. If you can't and it's on the other side of the house, you can get something like this called a Wi-Fi range extender, which just plugs into a wall and acts as a middleman to bounce your Wi-Fi signal a little bit further, and that'll allow you to connect to that and get a much better signal. Another option, if you happen to have your Wi-Fi router right near the Fire Stick, you can actually get this adapter here. It plugs into the Fire Stick. You plug your power cord into this, and it'll give you some USB ports and an Ethernet port. The Ethernet port allows you to plug in a cable from there and straight into your Wi-Fi router. So that'll make it that the Fire Stick is no longer using Wi-Fi and instead is plugged directly into the router, so you'll get a much better connection. That's only if you're really trying to get the best possible signal. So once you've done all that and you feel like you have a pretty strong internet connection, I would go ahead and download the Anality app. It's just right on the Fire Stick's app store. You just go to the top left and search it up, and it'll allow you to test your network. So it'll show you how good your download speed is, how good your upload speed is, and it'll give you a little chart to show you whether it's good enough for all this different streaming. So 720p, 1080p, 4K, etc. And that'll just let you know if you're in a good situation in terms of your internet connection. The next thing we're going to want to do is download an app called Background Apps and Process List. But when you download this app, it'll allow you to go into it and close out any apps that you're not using. When you exit apps on your Fire Stick, they actually still run in the background, which could be slowing you down. So if you have a bunch of things that you don't really use anymore and they're still running in the background, there's no reason for that. So through this app, it makes it really easy to know what's running. It'll walk you through the steps of how to close out those apps so that they're no longer running. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is go back into the settings menu, go over to the My Fire TV section, click on About, and then in that menu, there should be a spot that says Storage. When you hover over that on the right hand side, it'll tell you how much storage you have left. If your Fire Stick's storage is almost full, or it is full, you're definitely going to see a performance hit. So what I would recommend if you are coming close to being full is go back, go into the applications menu, then go down to manage installed applications and just click on any of them that you don't use and go down to uninstall. And that'll allow you to free up some storage and allow the Fire Stick to run better. Okay, next up, we're going to make sure that the Fire Stick is running on the latest software update. So all you want to do is go back into the My Fire TV section of the settings menu, go into About again, and then go down and click Check for Updates. As long as you get the message on the side that says you're all up to date, then you're good to go. But if it does need an update, make sure you download it and get that set up, because the new updates could definitely be fixing problems that you're experiencing, and it's always worth to go in there and check. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about is the type of Fire Stick that you have. If you have this old Fire Stick with a remote control that looks like this, that's like the first generation Fire Stick, and it'll probably run really slow. So if you still have the first generation Fire Stick, I highly recommend upgrading. And even if you have the second generation, it might be worth an upgrade for you, because the newer Fire Sticks are indeed faster than the old Fire Sticks. So especially around this time of year, November, December, the holidays, you're going to see the Fire Sticks on sale a lot. So definitely keep that in mind. You might be able to pick up a new Fire Stick for maybe 20 to 30 bucks, depending on the sales that are going on. And if you upgrade to the newer Fire Sticks, I'm sure you'll notice a huge speed improvement. The next bit of information I want to share with you is the internet package that you get from your service provider. So basically, your Fire Stick and everything connected to the internet relies on your internet service provider. And if you don't have a high-speed package through them, then you're going to be limited. So if you have their cheapest package, and let's say they're only giving you like 10 megabits per second, I would recommend at least 20 or more. I personally have the 250 megabit package, but that's because I use the internet so much and I obviously work doing YouTube and stuff like that. So you don't have to go too crazy, but I just want to let you know that you are going to be limited depending on what package you get from your internet service provider. So if you think it's worth it to you, if you're experiencing slow streaming, I would say it's better to cut your cable entirely, save that money every month, and upgrade your internet package instead. But that's just my personal recommendation. Okay, the last thing that you need to know is when you're streaming something, that content is coming from another server somewhere. And different companies have different quality of servers. So to put it simply, when you stream videos from Netflix or Amazon Prime or YouTube or Hulu, they have great servers, so when you're streaming from them, you probably won't get any buffering. And that's because they have high-speed servers, you have good internet, and everything works well. So if you start to experience buffering when you use other apps that aren't so popular, or maybe don't have the money to have great servers, then that's when you're going to experience a lot of buffering and slow speeds. And that's entirely out of your control, because the fault lies on the person providing the content to you. So just definitely keep that in mind. It's not always your fault. Sometimes the buffering is coming from the other party. Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up. After going over everything in today's video, if you combine all those things, you'll have done everything that's in your control to have the best possible connection and best possible speed for your Fire Stick. If I think of some more tips that I forgot to mention in this video, I'll leave them in a comment below. And if you think of any tips that you want to share with us, also feel free to leave them in a comment. I really appreciate you guys watching my video. If you found it helpful, please click like below and also subscribe to my channel for more videos. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.